So my little Jubaea chilensis is rapidly turning into not so little Jubaea chilensis. I mean, it's not huge or anything right now, but this thing is growing at a pace that I was not expecting. I had it for a number 2 or 3 years in a very, just a small pot, but a deep one, and I planted it out I think March or April of 2020. And the first year it grew pretty well, but this year this thing is just pumping. It is probably doubled the diameter of the trunk. It's doubled in height, but it is really pumping out fronds. So I believe this one right here was the one that was half out in spring, and in that time it's put out this one, number 3, so we'll call that a half. So we're at 2.5, and now it's got this one that's opening up and another one. So, and at the rate that these are opening, they will probably in the next 2 to 4 weeks, and we do remain warm enough, probably all the way into November, that this thing will continue to grow at a reasonable pace. So they can grow actually quite well. It's not even that big a palm, so if it's growing at this pace, when it's bigger it should pick up even more speed. This was seed grown here in Oregon, so this has spent its whole life here. Does that make a difference? I'm not sure. I can't say, but I can say, or what I can say, is that they do enjoy our climate. We're one of the only places in North America that can grow these. They grow on the West Coast reasonably well. On the East Coast, into Texas, things like that, it's a tricky one to grow. Some people think it has to do with the humidity or the summer rains or the nematodes in the soil. They do come from more of a Mediterranean climate where you get moisture in the winter and you have a lot of dryness in the summer, and that's exactly what we have here. We have not had, I think, measurable rainfall. Oh, it's well over 50 days. I wasn't here, but I think on Saturday we did have some precipitation. There was a measurable rainfall. It was 0.03 inches, and that was the first rain we had in 51 days. And in the last 5.5 months, we've had 3.8 inches. So that's going all the way back to early March. But this thing is thriving. It loves it. I have been watering it. I've not been excessively watering it, but I have been watering it because I want to speed up the growth during the optimal season. But it's doing really well, and it's actually kind of has a bit of a bluish color. I don't know if you can see that. I expect that these fronds are gonna get a little bit, or at least they get a little bit stiffer with time because they're a little bit soft right now, but I've seen that before. The petioles are unarmed, smooth down here, smooth, because in some ways it kind of looks a little bit like a Butea, but in other ways it doesn't. The trunk doesn't look like it to me either. But anyway, we're doing well, growing fast. Who knows, I may have something to talk about here in a couple of years if it continues at this pace. Thanks for watching.